Good morning class 8. This is your English lecture and today we will start a new chapter, that is the comparison of adverbs given on page number 10. Comparison of adverb given on page number 10. So in the previous class we have learned about the comparison of adjective. In this class we will learn about the adverb. So the first question that came, that what do you mean by the word adverb? What do you mean by the word adverb? What do you mean by a word adverb? What are the adverbs? Okay. So from the spelling you can see that adverbs. So from the spelling you can see that the words which tells more about the verb, the words which tell more about the verbs are known as adverbs. The word which tell more about the verb are known as adverbs. For example, Sia came early in the morning. Sia came early in the morning. So you can see that came is a verb, yes or no? Came is a verb over here. It is an action verb. Came is the action verb, yes or no? Came is the action verb. And early, so early is used for came. Early is used for came, and it was defining more about the verb. It is telling more about the verb. So this is adverb. This is adverb. The words which tell more about the verbs are known as adverbs. Adverbs can place before the verb also and after the verb also. Adverb can place before the verb, or it can be placed after the verb. It can be placed after the verb. So what do you mean by the adverbs? Adverbs are the words which tell more about the verb. Which tell more about the verb. Okay. So from the spelling you can see that adverb. It means that it is telling more about the verbs. It is telling more about the verbs. And adverb can be placed before the verb also or after the verb also. In the first sentence that is written on the blackboard, that is Sia came early in the morning. Sia came early in the morning. Sia is a noun over there, or it is a subject also. Yes or no? Sia is a noun and Sia is a subject. Came is a verb. Came is a verb and it is an action verb. Early. So after came, early is coming. It is telling more about the verb. So early is an adverb. In the morning is the predicate, or you can say rest part of the sentence. It can be a predicate, or you can say that rest part of the sentence. So this is the first sentence, and in this sentence you can see that early is an adverb and it came after the verb. Okay. Now in next sentence we will discuss about that adverb is placed before the verb. Adverb is placed before the verb. Okay, first of all read this sentence, then we will continue the other example. So in the first example we have learned that adverbs are placed after the verb. Now we will learn about that adverbs are placed before the verbs. Adverbs are placed before the verbs. Adverbs are placed before the verb. For example, he always speaks the truth. He always speaks the truth. Okay. Now you can see that he is a pronoun over here. And or subject, you can say that subject or a pronoun. He is a subject over here. Speak is a verb. Speak is a verb. The truth is a predicate. Yes or no? And always. So what is always over here? Always is Always is adverb. Always is adverb. Because it is coming before the verb and it is modifying the verb. It is modifying the verb. Modifying the verbs. So what are the roles of the adverb? The adverb modifies the verb. The adverb adds meaning to the verb or it tells more about the verb. So adverb can be placed before the noun, before the verb also and after the verb also. This is an example of before the verb and after the verb. I have already told you. Adverbs are placed after the verb. After the verb means they walk slowly. They walk slowly. They is the subject over here. Walk is the verb over there. And slowly telling more about the verb. It is adverb over there. So adverb can be placed before the verb also and after the verb also. And what is the meaning of adverb? Adverbs add meaning to the verb or it tells more about the verb. Adverbs tell more about the verbs. Okay. There are many kinds of adverb. Adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of manner, adverb of quantity, adverb of number. So there are many kinds of adverbs are there. These adverbs and kind of adverbs you have learned in your previous class also. Okay. So what we have learned today, that adverbs tells more about the verb. Adverbs tells more about the verb and it can be placed before the verb also and it can be placed after the verb also. Okay. So we have learned about the adverbs. Now we will learn about the comparison of adverb. Now we will discuss about the comparison of adverbs. Comparison of adverbs. The chapter is comparison of the adverb. We have discussed about the adverb that tells more about the verb are known as adverbs and adverbs can be placed before the verb also and after the verb also. So now we learn about the comparison of adverb. So we have already learned about the comparison of adjective. There are three main degrees, that is the positive, the comparative and the superlative one. So same in this also. Same in adverb also. There are three types of degrees. The positive degree, the comparative degree and the superlative degree. Okay. The positive, when we are talking about one person or one thing or one object, that is a positive degree. When we are doing the comparison between two, it is a comparative degree. And when we are doing the comparison when more than two, when we are doing the comparison when more than two objects or the things are there, it comes under the category of superlative degree. We have already learned about these degrees, about the positive, about the comparative and about the superlative degree in the chapter 1. So certain formation of comparative and superlative degrees are there on page number 10. Kindly open page number 10 of your book. I am very clear with this fact that you know about the positive, about the comparative and about the superlative degree. And I hope that you know that very well. When we are talking about one, it is a positive degree. When we are doing the comparison between two, it is a comparative degree. And when we are doing the comparison between more than two, are the superlative degrees. So there are certain formation which is given on page number 10. Open page number 10 of your book. If the adverb is of one syllable, its comparative is the form of adding er or its superlative by adding est. So earlier when we talking about the comparative, we add er. When we are talking about superlative, we add est. For example, high. Second one, higher. We are adding er over there. And the third one is high Yes. So word is same, high, but we have changed high to higher and then higher to highest. High is positive degree, higher is comparative degree, and highest is superlative degree. Okay. Long, longer, longest. Again, long, longer, longest. Again, you can see that long is a word. When we are doing the comparison, we add er over there. When we are talking about more than 2, we will add est over there. So there are certain formations which are given on page number 10, 11, 12. So you have to read that. Okay. I hope that you can read that. Now you can see on page number 11, beautiful, beautifuler. We will not never write beautifuler in that case. We will write more beautiful or most beautiful. Bravely, more bravely or most bravely. Carefully, more carefully, most carefully. So you have to read that by your own. If you are having any doubt, you can go to the doubt section and you can raise your doubt from there. Now next heading is the position of adverb. So I have already told you that adverb can be placed before the verb also and it can be placed after the verb also. Okay. And sometimes it is also placed between the subject and the verb. Okay. So come to page number 12. Come to page number 12, everyone. Now mark this point. Fourth one, second point. Fourth one, second point. Between the subject and the verb, if the verb consisted of one word. He never came to the school in time. He never came to the school in time. So you can see that he is a subject over there and comes is the verb over there. What is coming in between? Never. What is coming in between? Never. He never comes to the school. He never comes to the school in time. So he is a subject over there. Come is a verb. And which word is coming in between? Never. Never is the adverb. So you have to read all this. If you are having any doubt, you can ask from me. So I am giving you just 5 minutes. Kindly read all the points which is given on page number 12, 13 and 14. So what we have learned? We have learned that adverbs are the words which tell or which modify our verbs. Adverbs modify our verbs. From the spelling you can see that adverbs. So it tells more about the verb. It tells more about the verb, and it can be placed before the verb also, after the verb also, and between the subject and verb also. So I have told you each and every example, before the verb also, after the verb also, and between the verb also. So now we will learn about the comparison. We have already discussed that there are the 3 degrees of comparison: the positive degree, the comparative degree, and the superlative degree. Okay. Positive, you all know that when we are talking about one, it is a positive degree. When we are doing the comparison between 2, it is a comparative degree. And when we are talking about more than 2, it comes under the category of superlative degree. So there are certain formations are given in your book on page number 12, 13 and 14. I hope you have read that. I have given the time to you for the reading part. Now we will discuss the exercises which is given on page number 14. So open page number 14 of your book. Okay. Now exercise 1. Fill in the blanks choosing the correct degree of adverb given in the bracket. So some degrees are given in the bracket. You have to choose the correct one and then you have to fill that. Okay. So I got a dash then my brother. I got a dash then my brother. You can see that there is a comparison between me and my brother. There is a comparison between me and my brother. So it is a comparative degree. comparison between me and my brother. I and my brother. There is a comparison between two. So what we will add? We will write EST or ER. We will choose ER formation because in comparative we write with ER. So I got up dash than my brother. It means I got up earlier than my brother. I got up earlier than my brother. Okay. So I am giving you just 5 minutes. Complete this exercise. Then we will discuss that. Okay. So within 5 minutes, kindly do this. So I hope you have done that exercise. So now we will discuss that. First one, I got up then my brother. I got up then my brother means we are doing comparison between two. We are doing comparison between two. It is a comparative degree. It is a comparative degree and we have learned that in comparative we use ER. So the first one is the earlier and second one is the earliest. So we will write earlier over there. Okay. A car moves dash than a bicycle. So we are doing the comparison between a car and a bicycle. We are doing a comparison between a car and a bicycle. So again this is the comparative degree. So fast or faster? We are not talking about one. We are doing the comparison and we have learned that in comparative we use ER. So it becomes faster. A car moves faster than a bicycle. Ram rides dash then hurry. Again there is a comparative degree because we are doing the comparison between two. Ram and hurry. So more neatly or neatly. When we are talking about one, we will write neatly. But here we are doing the comparison. So we will write more neatly. And what is the form of superlative form? When we talk more than two, then we will write most neatly. But we are talking about 2% over here. So we will write more neatly. Because we are talking about 2%. We are talking about 2%. We are talking about Ram and Hari. We are doing the comparison between Ram and Hari. So what is the form? First one is neatly when we talk about the positive. When we talk about comparative, more neatly, and when we talk about the superlative, it becomes most neatly. It becomes most neatly. But here we are doing the comparison between two. That's why we will write more neatly. Email reaches us more than a letter. Again there is a comparison. Quickly. So quickly. So here the answer is quickly. Ram is feeling much dash now. Ram is feeling better now because there is a comparison between his situation, the earlier situation and or earlier condition and the present condition. So he is feeling better. He is feeling better. Which of these boys lives dash the school? So many boys are there and they are asking which of these boys live nearer to the school. Nearer. So what we will write? Nearer. You should talk to her. So in the seventh one we have written more gently. He who works the dash will get the maximum reward. So he who works hardest will get the maximum reward. The Shatabdi Express arrived dash than expected. So it becomes later. So now we will write here later. L-E-T-E-R, later. Only those who win dash succeed in life. Only those who aim high. Only we are talking about one. Only those who aim high succeeded in life. So here are the answers. You can write down the answers or you can match the answers from here. And rest of the exercise 2, 3 and 4 are the homework you will do at your home, and in next lecture we will discuss that. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Kindly match the answer from there.